Hi, I'm Debbie from Simply Special Crafts. Today we're going to talk about the Hunkydory 2016 Cute Christmas Set. This is the Cute Christmas Set from the 2016 collection at Hunkydory. They've outdone themselves with this kit. This one includes 10 different three-piece topper sets, and we'll show you those individually so that you can see if you want individual or if you want the whole collection of Cute Christmas. It comes with some card ideas, and it features that terrific Hunkydory die cutting and foiling for which they're so famous. So let's take a look. In addition to the Cute Christmas kit itself, we also used the Cute Christmas Luxury Inserts. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the inserts, but they're really cute because they feature both imagery from the individual topper sets, and each sheet also has a greeting. If you love the greeting, go ahead and cut it out using that greeting. If you don't love the greeting, a lot of times we'll use a topper or some kind of an embellishment to cover that up so we can use that part of the sheet anyway. This time we're featuring the Holly Jolly card set, die cutting set. This is a terrific value. For those of you who watched our Christmas Classics video, you know how excited I was to be able to offer the Amy Designs die set in that collection. Well, this time we're using the Holly Jolly Christmas die set, and like the other one, this one is just an amazing value. You get these 3 layering large dies. You get this swag with a holly. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different individual musical elements. You get a candy cane, a gingerbread man. You get that cute little Santa hat. You get this swirl that I used a lot. You'll see that all through my cards. You get this little holly corner treatment. You get this holly and poinsettia swag. You get the little stocking, and you get 3 different. This actually cuts us 3 different ornaments hanging down. A total of 20 dies for $11.99. And as a feature for our regular newsletter subscribers, we'll also have a sale on this for our newsletter people. So great die set, very reasonably priced. Those who watched the Christmas Classics video will remember that we used the Merry Christmas from Dee's Distinctive. I actually have 2 of them in the store. Either one of these would work interchangeably for the way that I've used that in the videos, so I'll show you those. I used stickers quite liberally in this set, so you may see a few odd stragglers here and there. Let's call that creative liberty. And but these are 2 that I used quite a bit. I used the Merry Merry Christmas stickers from Hot Off the Press number 2095. I'll send you a link to that in the newsletter. And then I used this one quite a lot, the gold jewel border stickers, 2440, also from Dazzles. Now, you could use any snowflakes. We have a multitude of snowflake dies available in the store in every price range. This time I happen to have chosen the Madeline snowflakes. We don't have a lot of these. If we're out of these when you go shopping and you want a snowflake die, just drop me an email. I'll help you find one that will have similar results. So Madeline from, this is from Poppy? Yeah, Poppy Stamps. We also used 50 Shades of Merry. This is the 50 Shades of Festive Merry pack. I'm still working on the same pack that we used when we were making the classic Christmas. These go an awfully long ways because you can use every little scrap of mirror board. Don't throw any of that mirror board away. You can make beautiful ribbons. You can emboss it. You can mat with it. There's just a ton of things you can do with this, and I'll show you some ideas. And finally, we used the adorable Scoreable Festive Elements. This is also the same pack that I used when we did the classic Christmas. And again, one pack goes an awfully long ways because in this pack you've got 45 different sheets. So you got lots and lots of colors and lots of material to work with. Now remember that each of these kits is available in either a 3-piece topper set, which you can buy individually. They're priced at $3.99, or you can buy the entire kit and get all 10 of the topper sets we're talking about here. It is substantial savings. So you can do it either way you like. We're going to start today by looking at Polar Bear Presents. This is the topper sheet. It has a wonderful little die cut ribbon here. We've got little tags. We've got with love, wishing you a magical Christmas, hugs and kisses. We've got just for you, and then we've got these spectacular images with the polar bear cubs. So cute. This one comes with beautiful. Hopefully you can see that foiling in your computer screen, but beautiful foiled sheet that matches that. And then some upside down polar bear cubs. A very nice sheet of adorable scoreable that's all ready to cut and use for your backgrounds and your features. Let's take a look at what we made from that. Here's our first card. I made this one in an easel. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. I used a 6x6 card blank, and we have 6x6 easel cards available in the store if you want to just buy them ready-made, but this is a really simple card to make. Take a 6x6 card blank, I scored it at 3 inches, I built my topper set on another piece of cardstock. I've explained before in my videos that I often do that because I don't want floppy pieces hanging around up here. I want to have them nice and stationary when I create these layers with the frames. So I did a build-up. I took a piece of white cardstock and I took my outer piece of the frame. This was already die cut. I popped that out. I put foam tape behind here. I glued the second section of that frame directly back to my card. I put the image on a piece of foam tape and lifted that up. And then the only other thing I've done on here was to add this little with love emblem right off the die cut sheet, and I added some silver jewel dazzles. I should have shown those as one of the things that we use liberally because I did use those a lot. Silver jewel dazzles give the appearance of rhinestones without any bulk or extra weight added, and they're so pretty. They just really catch your eye. On the inside of the card, I used a piece of that pretty foiled paper. And then I took a piece of that ribbon, I raised it up on some foam tape to create a stopper. And what I mean by a stopper is that when I fold my card over, I want it to catch there so it will stand up and be beautiful. Here's that little holly swag from the die set that I showed you. Doesn't that look pretty? Just cut and used as an embellishment there. And then a couple more of our little silver jewel dazzles. Isn't that cute? And it's surprisingly easy to make for as nice as it turns out. Here's our next one. In this one, I've taken the corner of that adorable scoreable sheet, and you can see I just cut it out. I took a 5x5 card. I covered it in silver mirror board. I used a 4.5 by 4.5 piece of that corner and just mounted it directly. Yeah, I was looking to see if I put it on foam tape. I didn't. I ran a piece of ribbon around and anchored that before I glued this down so that my ribbon will stay nice and stationary. Here's that little corner piece of the holly, and in this case I have family members that have birthdays in December, so I actually made this a happy birthday card. On the inside, look at the beautiful imagery, that just kind of ghosted image. Isn't that beautiful? And I took those right off the insert sheet. Isn't that pretty? Now, a lot of customers have asked me, do you try and do that all in one piece? I personally don't. I cut it and I anchor the pieces individually. I think it would be more difficult to cut this, fold it, and have it fit centered, and I know you could do it and it would be beautiful. I'm just not that patient, so I cut mine down and anchor them in. Here's another card we made. We got 3 cards out of this 3-piece set. This is a center step frame card from hot off the press. I covered it in some of the background from this background sheet. And then I used my border treatment, another piece of that ribbon. Here's those pretty little flourishes again. See the little accents from the silver jewel dazzles I stuck in there just to grab your attention. And I added some little snowflakes around both of the polar bears with those silver jewel dazzles. I took one of the greetings right off the sheet and I put it up on some foam tape. I used some more silver jewel dazzles to make it look like things are anchored down with those. On the inside, I used some silver jewel dazzle borders, another one of those swags with another silver jewel dazzle, and doesn't that turn out just beautiful? With love and best wishes at Christmas and always. And look how that looks standing up. Isn't that pretty? Our next set is called Merry Christmas, Mr. Snowman. This one has been very, very popular this year. It's hard to keep in stock, so it may or may not be available as an individual kit depending on your timing, but it's so cute. Look at the beautiful snowman toppers, a snowman holding a robin, the nice facial expressions, the cute little bird with the packages, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, two snowmen standing together. And then one of the things I really like about this, and I didn't end up using them on this set, but I kept them for use in a different set, is look at all of these ribbons that they've created. There's 3 ribbons and 3 bows for those ribbons with some little gift tags. Those would be beautiful. You could actually even make a card, just cover it in adorable scoreable, and use these ribbons to make a really cute little Christmas package card just out of plain adorable scoreable. So really, really cute. Look at this. This is one of my favorite sheets from the whole kit. Isn't that beautiful and elegant with those dark blue and teal colors and the silver foiling? Gorgeous. I love this one too because I love all the trees. We made good use of the trees in our cards. A cute little snowman image in the corner. I bet you know what I'm going to do with that. And then look at all the wonderful trees and snowflakes. Pretty, pretty. I was going to mention right up front, we got 41 cards from this 10 die set piece. From this 10 topper set collection. That's what I was trying to say. Here's our little rocker card. These actually look really complicated. They come like this, obviously without the embellishments on them. They already are pre-scored, so you just fold them along the score lines. And that's what the back looks like. From the front, you have just a little square to work with, and you have these little panels. You decorate them. And when you're done, you create a cute little rocking card out of it. So with this one, I covered it all in my snowflake paper. I used that little Christmas swag and the ornaments hanging down. Added a silver jewel dazzle to the center to really kind of draw the eye. Use that cute little feature of the snowman face, and then I use that little Season's Greetings banner. Sweet, cute, not real complicated, and so, so pretty. And I decorated the inside with a piece of insert material. Here's our next card, and this one was just sweet and to the point. In this one I used a piece of that background paper with trees. Whoops, wrong one. Yeah, I used some of those trees as my background. I put that large topper sheet, I put it up on some foam tape. I used that little label, I put it up on some foam tape, and I called it good because it was cute just like that. It didn't need a lot. And then I used the insert that said, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Isn't that cute? Sweet, easy. People are always asking me, Debbie, what do we do with the little ones? I mean, we're just so confused about what to do with the little ones. Here's a cute example of using some of those little pieces. In this case, I've taken one of those side borders, cut it off that foiled sheet, and I put it on a 4x8 card. I literally just took those 3 little images. I kind of tilted them a little bit to give them some character and flair, And then I cut those snowflakes that I showed you. This happens to be from Poppy Stamps. We have lots of snowflake dies, and any of them would have gotten the job done. Put a silver jewel dazzle in the center. And isn't that cute? Cute, quick, easy, and it's just delightful. I put another little snowflake with one of those jewel dazzles in the center, and we're all ready to go. That was a quick and easy card. Here's another one. This one's done on a 7x7 card. In this case, I used that large Merry Christmas from Dee's Distinctive. Here's that swirl again from our featured die set. Our little snowflakes with jewel dazzles. And all I've done in this case is to take my 7x7 card, cover it in silver mirror board. I cut my corner treatment from this piece to 6.5 by 6.5. Put it up on some foam tape so it adds a little dimension, and we're set and ready to go. And so easy, but it was fun, and I think the card turned out beautifully. 4 cards from that set. I'll Be Home for Christmas has been another wildly popular kit this year. People love owls. We got 2 wonderful little ribbons, we got some cute little tags, we've got some greetings, we've got these cute little extra owls, and then we've got these owls that have these die-cut frames around them that you can use in a variety of ways. So I'll show you what we did. Look at this border piece. How cute is that? From Our Family to Yours, Merry Christmas. And all those little owls with lots of that pretty green polka dot up above to use. Now you know we can get 2 cards out of that, and we did. Plus a piece of background that we used on another card, so I think we got 5 cards from this kit. Here's another one of my easel cards. Again, remember 6x6, score it, fold it, line the center with whatever you want to line it with. In this case I used that From Our Family to Yours. I used that little tiny character owl as a stopper. In this case, I actually decided not to layer my frame, so I left it in one piece. You could do that. It's probably better to do it the other way, but I was trying to get this kit done because I'd promised to have it done soon. So I kind of shortcutted that a little bit. But here's my owls, my little snowflake with the silver jewel, and how cute is that? Here's another piece of that border. In this case I used a 4x6 card. This happens to be on pearl paper. I used this card candidly because it was sitting here on the table. I thought, I wonder what that would look like against pearl. You know, what it would do with the white. And I think it just makes the white brighter to put it on pearl paper. The little stocking is from our featured die set, Merry Christmas. In this case, I think I took this Merry Christmas off of the Merry Christmas with the bird that we featured last time with the Christmas Classics kit. Here's that little snowflake again. I cut that border piece, put it up on some foam tape, stuck it on my pearl card, and I forgot to line that one. Oops! Okay, another Merry Christmas. Also, this one's cut off that border. Again, you know, you can make so many more cards than they talk about if you'll just cut down these cardstock sheets and use those as toppers also. That Dee's Distinctive Merry Christmas. Here's that wonderful little swirl. My snowflake with a jewel in the center, and that's all I did, was just put that on a 4x6 card. I added a cute little insert. Done. Here's the other piece of that cardstock. This one's on a 4x8. And look how cute that turns out. I love this little ruffle at the bottom, and I didn't want to waste that. And I like the fact that the birds were up in the tree with the stuff hanging down, so I decided to just use the whole edge there. Here's my 3 snowflakes, my little swirl, again, from that featured die set, that Dee's Distinctive Merry Christmas. You could also do this with large stickers like the ones that I showed you, the Merry Merry Christmas. That would get the job done also. And cute. And all I've done is just put it on a 4x8 card. From all of us, use a piece of their insert material. I like doing something complementary to what you've done on the front on the inside. I just think it gives kind of a finished look. Okay, here's a technique we showed you in the Christmas Classics video. We'll show it to you here again. I've run this piece of mirror board through an embossing folder. In this case, it's the Tide Holly embossing folder. And then I have just broken that 3-piece frame into 3 pieces. I put my mirror board on a 6x6 card. I foam taped this outer layer of my frame to make it stand up. I glued the center section directly down to my card, and I raised the 3rd level, so it just kind of gives it some interesting dimension. And I put that little accent in the corner just because I thought it looked cute there. Simple. On the inside, sending festive cheer for Happy New Year. Right off the insert sheet. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards from that one 3-piece topper set. Fun, fun. I think this one's well named for being in the Cute collection because it is adorable. It's selfies in the snow, and these reindeer are using a selfie stick to take their own picture in front of the Christmas tree. How cute is that? We've got this big topper, we've got 3 smaller toppers, we've got this little, probably 4x4, maybe 3.5x3.5. Some greetings, 3 different greetings, and 2 pieces of ribbon. We'll make good use of those. Here's a really pretty piece of foil board that they sent along with that. And a nice big snow scene that we'll make good use of. And here's what we made. Here's those 3 little toppers again. In this case, I've taken a small piece. I've taken a small piece of this. Oh yeah. I used this edge piece, this ribbon down here, and I used a piece of this to cover my card. 3 little toppers, all on foam tape. I used the little emblem, Have a Magical Christmas, right off the die cut sheet. 3 little snowflakes, and good to go. It's cute. Open it up. Used one of their insert sheets along with a snowflake. Pretty, pretty. Next one. Now you don't always have to use all of the pieces that they give you the way that they give them to you. See, this one has 3 different pieces. It actually was it would have made a pretty big card, and I wanted to make it a little smaller. So I used just one of the frames. I built the frame up, and I glued my image directly to my background. Used a little piece of that border ribbon right off that die cut sheet. My big Merry Christmas and a snowflake. This time I put a pearl in the center. But this is where I used the other piece of frame. Since the reindeer are taking a picture of themselves, I thought it would be cute to use the frame around the insert on the inside as if it was a photo that was framed. And this is where you'll actually do your writing. And it says, sending Christmas cheer your way. Isn't that cute? Quick and easy. Here's a 6x6. Taking it right off the corner of that printed cardstock sheet. This time I've cut my lettering and my snowflakes out of the same light blue Mary off of my 50 Shades of Mary that I used to cover my card. So this would be 6x6. This is going to be probably 5 and probably close to 5.5 by 5.5. And then my die cuts cut out of the same mirror board just to tie it all together. Isn't it cute? Little silver jewel dazzles in the centers. Smile full of cheer for a Happy New Year, and one of those snowflakes on the inside too. Here's another center step card. I've used the swirls on the backgrounds. And in this case, what I've done is taken that holly swirl piece off that die cut sheet and cut them in half. There's just a little connector between the 2 pieces, and I used those as corner treatments. Didn't that turn out cute? I got my snowflake with a pearl. I've built up a piece here with the outer piece of my frame on foam board, glued down the center piece of my frame, and put my center on foam board. Now down here, I've attached this piece just with tape to my frame, but I put foam under the edge of it so that it's not just flopping there. And we put a little insert on the inside. That's the Christmas selfies. Look at this adorable little angel wings topper set. Isn't it so cute? We've got two large toppers, some smaller ones. We've got tags. We've got little accent pieces all over. Lots of potential there. Got a beautiful border stripe with holly and stars on one side and silver, and then our pretty little angel on the other. And I always like it when they give you two images because you get more cards out of them that way. So we've got this pretty angel. We got 5 cards out of this set. Here's another center step card. You can tell those were on my mind when I was making these. Here's my angel. I've broken the frame into a background piece that's glued down to my center and foam tape behind this angel. The other thing you can do that's really effective, and I don't know why I didn't think to do it on any of these, is you can actually offset this frame piece behind there and kind of get a star effect, which would have been pretty with this. Here's that little swag cut again. And in this case, I put some little jewel dazzles in the center. This Merry Christmas is from Starform. We've got some more of those silvered border stickers from Hot Off the Press here. Our nice swirls. And on the inside, we've got our May a Joyous Christmas Be Yours. Isn't that pretty? Okay, next. I've taken the border piece and put it right onto a 6x6 card, and all I've done is layer the frames like I've discussed. One piece in the center glued down, the outside and the inside up on foam tape, a little snowflake with a jewel dazzle in the center, and a pretty little insert on the inside. On one of my sticker sheets I had the word blessings, and I just thought that was so pretty since it looked like she was praying. On this one I've taken a piece of blue mirror board from my Festive Mary collection, blessings and some little gold star stickers, and that's all I've done. I did put this piece up on foam tape. On the inside, when you wish upon a star with a little angel and her harp. Here's that same angel and her harp from the corner treatment on our printed sheet. It's stuck. In this case, I've taken those little musical notes off of our featured die set and added some music where she's playing her harp. Season's Greetings is from a Duty set. We actually have a collection of these that has like 4 different colors of these holographic Season's Greetings. I've covered my card in Festive Mary that's been run through that tied knots embossing folder. Doesn't that just add a richness to that? It almost looks like lace around the edges of that. And I put the topper up on some foam tape. On the inside, used their insert and the little treble cloth out of that. Featured die set. Isn't that cute? This one's really different, and I had fun making it. In this one, we have what this is called a twisted easel card. We actually have these from Hunkydory, and I had one sitting here next to my card making supplies, but they'd be super easy to make if you don't have one available. They're taking a 4x8 piece of, or 4x8 card blank. You cut just the face of that down the center. This does require some careful measuring, but then you're going to go through and you're going to score from corner to corner on each piece. And what you end up with when you do that is pieces that lift towards the center that way. Isn't that cute? It was a cute way to be able to use these little toppers. And again, I've taken that holly swag with the swirl and I've cut it into 2 pieces. And the holly bunch, put it in the corner here. Off our featured die set. Here's some of our little accent pieces, and in the center it says, "Wishing you peace, joy, and love," with the two angels. Isn't that pretty? This was a fun one to make. It actually was easier than it seems to cover these, because I measured very precisely a 4x4 piece of card, and then I cut that card from corner to corner. You'll notice that I cut it instead of trying to fold it there, especially if you're using Adorable Scorable. It's just way too heavy to try and fold, but very pretty. This set's called Greetings from the North Pole, and it is intended to be, it's intended that you would layer up all of these extra pieces on this one snow globe. Well, of course, we're not going to do that. We're going to make multiple cards out of this one kit. So I'll show you how I did that. It's really nice that Hunkydory prints things in such a way that these pieces will actually fit these backgrounds. So what I did in mine was split my layering pieces between this image, and my snow globe itself. So I got 3 layered cards out of these elements that were intended to all use on this one. Let's take a look at them. Here's my first layered card. I did another rocker card with this one. This is just so cute. You can't help but tap them because if you're a kid at heart like me. Okay, so here's my snow globe. I've anchored that on my card. Now you'll note I did not cover this piece of the background. I always cover my cards, but I didn't because it's supposed to be snow and it was white. So I've taken a piece of my background and insert into these little areas. That seems like that would be difficult, but it's really not difficult at all to follow the contours of that with your scissors too. I anchor it in, then I cut it off. And I used several of my pieces to layer on the Santa. You'll see I have, I have 2 layers on his shoes. I have 3 layers on his package. I have a layer on his trim here, and a layer under his mustache. I've used the snow on the North Pole and a full piece over this North Pole piece. So you can see I actually have quite a few layers on there. It doesn't look like I was skimpy at all, but we got more cards. Let's take a look at this one. Here's the North Pole. I said let it snow, and we've used several of our layering pieces here on this North Pole. So we got an extra ornament, an extra top, we've got some stars here, we've added some extra packages. This is an A2 card, so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I cut my topper, or I cut my cardstock piece to 3 3 3/4 by 5. And so I have roughly 1/4 inch border around there. Used a little sticker out of my collection in the background here for a little reindeer because we thought we needed just a little something there in the background. Added those jewel dazzles to the sky so we have some sparkly snow. This Let It Snow is from the 2014 collection by Tattered Lace of Sentiments. I've used those in a few places through here. And we have those available in the store if you're interested. Oops. Let's do the final one. This last one is just a little insert gift card, but I thought he was really cute. A little Santa with, again, we've added some layers to our Santa, and it's really cute. Confession about this one. This used to be an A2 card. I messed it up, I cut it off, and I made it a gift card, because sometimes you just have to do that. But he's cute. And I put a little wishing you a Merry Christmas inside. We'll just tuck that in with a gift. It'll be great. Greetings from the North Pole. And I didn't do much to this one. I just thought it was really cute as it was. I used a piece of my background that had that border. I added a piece of border to the other side. I added my little embellishment across the bottom, and this piece is up on foam tape. I added that to, I believe this also is an A2 card, which is covered in gold Mary, so I would cut my, in this case I have 1/8" borders, so I've cut my sheet down by 1/4 of an inch on each side to fit over my A2 card. On the inside we've got Ho 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 Merry Christmas. You know, if you've read our newsletters and listened to our videos, we are most definite animal lovers in our household. In the latest editions, my oldest daughter got a hedgehog. So we're all into hedgehogs these days. And if you look on the sled of this topper sheet, we got 2 bunnies, which we also love, pulling a hedgehog. So this was a must-do for the Hamilton family. And we love the little hedgehogs on here. In addition, you've got some really nice sized toppers and just got lots and lots of elements. So we'll see what we've done with those. I love the unusual Christmas colors in this one too. I thought that was fun. Here's an example of those unusual Christmas colors. You've got that pretty silver foiling with the pinks and blues and silvers, whites. It's pretty. And then you really see that peach color in this background. I thought this was really pretty as well. It really shows off the hedgehog in this one. Let's look at the cards. Our first card comes right from this corner. Took it, I think I moved it over just a little bit, so it was like right there. Cut it out. Put it on an A6 card. And all I did was put that right on top of my card. I use that as my card cover, and then I put this little Christmas is a time of joy, a time for love and cheer, a time for making memories to last throughout the year. I like that sentiment, so I put that well featured here. Little snowflake with a jewel dazzle in the center of it. I just liked it just like that. We wish you the merriest Christmas on the inside. Pretty. Now this one's kind of a surprise. I really liked the colors. I thought that the imagery was a little bit more distinct in this insert sheet than they are in a lot of them. So I actually used the insert on the outside of my card. I covered a 5x5 with silver mirror board. I cut my insert to, see, that's an 1/8" border, so that would be 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. And put it up on top. Here's my little star form Merry Christmas, another one of those little labels, and I liked it just like that. I just thought it was really pretty with that ghosted image. On the inside, I added a little sticker across. May your Christmas cheer run throughout the year. Aren't those just pretty Christmas colors, though? If it isn't another easel card. And the easel cards this time, I guess. Didn't realize I made so many. Okay, so we have our 6x6 scored 3 inches by 3 inches, or excuse me, 3 inches by 6 inches twice to cover that background. Just go ahead and cut those pieces separately and anchor them down. I've anchored my topper to the front. I used another one of those swag borders just so when it's closed it's still pretty. And when you open it up inside, you've got a 6x6 piece of cardstock on the inside, Christmas wishes, anchoring it, and pretty little card. Okay, here's another one with one of those, with a piece off of our border background, just covering an A2 card. I didn't think I needed to do a lot. There was a lot happening here already with these, with this stuff on the edges of the topper. So I anchored that with some foam tape so it stands up a little bit. Used a star form Merry Christmas and a snowflake with a jewel dazzle in the corner. That's all it needed. Little piece of the insert material on the inside. And here's another example of using those smaller toppers. I've used a piece of my background on this is actually a European A6 card, which makes it 4x6. This has just a piece of my cardstock background. I've anchored these directly to that background in this case. Used my little Merry Christmas sticker, used some silver jewel dazzles on the sides, and there's my little jewel dazzle in the center of my snowflake. Love these insert papers. They were just so pretty with this kit. One of the questions customers have asked me is, do I try to cover the entire inside of my card? And my answer is no. I cut them, you can see here, I cut a generous border around it. And the reason for that is I don't want my insert to get all ruffled as the card is handled. So by setting it in just a little bit from the edges, I just protect against that. It's also easier to measure because it doesn't have to be exact. Okay, is there anything cuter than a baby penguin? I don't think so. Look at this wonderful Christmas sparkle kit. It's so sweet with the baby penguins and the pinks and the blues. It'd be wonderful for anybody who's pregnant at Christmas, or maybe a new baby that's just come into the world for baby's first Christmas, or just anytime you want to say hello to somebody at Christmas time. It's just really, really a sweet kit. We've got lots going on up here with these 4 pieces surrounding this, and then you've got this layered frame on top of it. So there's a lot you could do with this large topper set here if you wanted to make an extra large card. Down here we've got the sweet pinks with the baby penguin, 3 tags, and a border piece. Look at the beautiful foiling. And the blue, and then the pink and blue polka dotted background there. And I love the way they've done the confetti and the pink and the blue in the sky with this baby penguin on this sheet. So cute. Now I did something fun and creative with this one I got to show you. I created an aperture card myself. And what I did was, first, I took a piece of my background material and I covered my card. And this is I believe that's a 5x5. Then I went inside and I used one of my circle dies. I measured this. I got a circle die the same size. You could also use a circle die that was slightly larger. And I cut a hole through both layers. It's got to be a really good cutting die to cut through both layers, but this happened to have been a tattered lace circle die, and it'll just chomp right through that. And then I took this piece here, I took this ring, and I took this pink petals, and I put on the outside of the card so that when I close the card entirely, my aperture actually sticks up from the inside. I used the words winter greetings. These winter greetings also came from the 2014 Tattered Lace Sentiment die set. I used pieces of border just to trim off the balance of my card, and I thought it turned out really sweet because it is exactly the same size. It kind of crackles when I open it, but I liked it. I thought it was really fun and creative. I love this one. I took that little corner treatment. I covered a 5x5 card with this kind of pink to lavender mirror board from the Festive Mirror Board set. I cut a matching snowflake, and I cut this little corner out with an 1/8" border and mounted that on foam tape and put it on top of the Mary. And then this Peace and Hope at Christmas, all those words are from that 2014 Sentiments kit from Tattered Lace. On the inside, have a magical Christmas with a matching snowflake. And that turned out cute. Oh, so cute. And finally, let's take a look at what we did with that great big topper set. Now you saw that I already used some of the pieces from that. This is what I did. This is a 6x6 or 7x7? I think it is. This is 6x6. I took a 6x6 card. I covered it in that pink to lavender Mary board from the Festive Mary collection. And when you put these corners all in place, it creates this kind of doily effect automatically. It also left these little borders between, which I thought were really charming. I thought that I liked the way that looked. Then I took one piece of the frame, glued it straight down, put my little baby penguin on some foam and set him up. Added some little jewel dazzles around the edges to give it a little extra sparkle, and there's my snowflake, my matching snowflake with the Mary. I like to match the snowflakes wherever I can, and it just pulls it all together. Used sending a little Christmas sparkle on some foam tape on the inside with love and best wishes at Christmas and always. That turned out cute. 3 cards from that kit. This is called Star of Wonder. It's a combination of children's scenes. We have a children's nativity scene, and then we have kind of a children's parade in Christmas costumes. Some fun little embellishments. Here's that nativity once again. I love this color. This kind of mottled color with the yellow. That's so pretty, and then together with the purple, it's beautiful. And then I like the way this looks like a line drawing in the back. It's fun. So we'll take a look at what we can do with that also. Okay. First, let's take a look at the nativity topper. In this case, I cut out a circle. I happen to have cut it out of purple because I wanted it to be pretty from the back too. But I cut out a circle and I built my topper set on top of that circle. You wouldn't have to do that, I just chose to. And I used the first 2 layers, both glued down, and then I raised my center topper up on some foam tape. I used that same swag and cut it apart for some corner treatments. I used my gold jewel dazzle borders on the sides. And this is all done, of course, on a gatefold card. This is a 6x6 Hunkydory gatefold. Open it up. I've got my sweet little surprise on the inside because I always like to do that, have something unexpected under that fold. And then open it all the way up, and it's sending peace and love this festive season. I love this card. I think it turned out really pretty. Next, we have Merry Merry Christmas, and in this case, I've used a generous sized piece of that background line art. I used my little kids on parade. In this case, I did not use the border that was with it because it just made the card too big and I covered up too much of my background. So I only used the center section of this die cut. I added another little accent piece and my Merry Merry Christmas come off the Merry Christmas dazzle sheet that I showed you in the beginning. And I added my little jewel dazzles for some snow, but I think that turned out cute. Here's the piece off the other end of that. I used a 5x7 card. I covered it in red adorable scoreable and took my newly made topper. I put some foam squares on the back of it to hold it up. Added my little Merry Christmas with the flourish. This actually came off of the cardinal sheet from the one of the Never Before Seen Dazzle sets. So if you have that at home, that's where this Merry Christmas and flourish came from. Of course, you could use the big Merry Christmas or another kind of sticker, about anything. And my little silver jewel dazzles, but didn't that turn out pretty with that bright red frame around it? To open it up, we wish you a fun-filled Christmas with the same characters on the inside and a snowflake off that same dazzle sheet. But I like the way that card turned out. And finally, off of my nativity side, I took a 4x6. I covered it directly with this cardstock. I added a gold jewel dazzle, my large Merry Christmas greeting, and a little Noel, and I just didn't think it needed any more than that. I thought it was very pretty just like that, so I left it. And then I used the matching insert on the inside. So we got 4 cards out of that kit. And our final set from the Cute Christmas collection is this Merry Christmas sausage, featuring Dalmatians, featuring dachshunds in their Christmas finery. Really cute set. You got this guy meeting himself, coming and going, and the little female coming and going. It says warmest wishes to my most favorite little lady. You got this little round Dalmatian. Why am I calling it a Dalmatian? A Dachshund by himself? Wiener dog. I should just call them wiener dogs. And the little accent pieces. We've got this cute little meeting here with the heart. I have to admit I was at a total loss as to what to do with this, but I like what I came up with, so I'll show you in just a minute. And then we have this really pretty pink and blue-green border. I love this with the pretty flashes of gold on the edges. Let's see what we did with these. Here's that little meeting himself, coming and going dachshund. I covered my background in green, festive green Maryboard. I raised my topper up on some foam tape. I used a little piece of that border right off the sheet, and I used the word greetings. You could use any number of different kind of stickers here. I happen to have used one, a die cut out of that festive Mary. No, let's try it again. Festive Greetings 2014 from Tattered Lace that included that greeting. And there's my little snowflake with a jewel dazzle and the same little dachshund on the inside. I think that turned out cute. I love the brightness of it. It's very cheery. Here's our little pink girl. I used a greeting sticker. This was actually part of Season's Greetings from Duty. And I used a gold one. I used a gold one. It's that same set that I said we had gold and silver and green and red, and I think it's blue in that Duty set with 5 sheets. I raised the topper up on some foam tape, added gold jewel border on the edge, and just didn't think it needed anything else. We got a lot of color going on there. On the inside, I took a matching piece of the insert paper. I used a leftover piece of border and put one of those little emblems just because I thought it was cute. Again, we have lots of birthdays in the month of December in our household, so I made this one into a birthday card. And I used my big happy birthday. I believe that is from Tattered Lace. And I've used out of our featured die set, that little scroll work again. And this is what I did with that long one. I made an accordion card. Now we have accordion cards in the store, and I took one of our A2 accordion cards, and I actually cut one panel off of it because it can go out to 4 panels. I made it 3. My topper, my cardstock was just long enough to go to here, so I added a piece of that green polka dot at the end. And there's plenty of room to write here, or you could put some other embellishments in if you wanted to. I kind of liked it just the way that it was. If you don't have those accordion cards and don't want to buy them separately just for this project, the other thing you could do is use an A2 card, and you could create your own by layering the center panel, attaching the 2 here so that you have 3 panels, or you could use the what are they called? The little anchors from hot off the press, the flip-flop fasteners. Thank you, Bryce. Flip-flop fasteners from hot off the press to add an extra panel to your card. But the easiest way probably would be just to take 2 cards, put them together, and layer that center panel so that you have a 3-panel card. But didn't that turn out cute? And finally, another center step card. I like the way this one looked. I covered it in the green polka dot. I used my border pieces generously for the 3. This looked to me like a love scene, so I made this with love. Both the with love came out of the 2014 sentiment set from Tattered Lace. My little snowflake, my little flourishes off of our featured die set, and this tag here came right off the die cut sheet. So So this has been Debbie from Simply Special Crafts, featuring the Cute Christmas set from Hunkydory. Again, we got 41 cards from this set, and you can make lots of Christmas joy from one package. It's amazing what you can get, and they really are cute cards. We'll send newsletter subscribers out a supplies list and links to the items in the store. If you have any questions, as always, email me and I'd be happy to help. This is Debbie, and we'll see you next time.